The rain is falling. The fans are soaked. But here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd. And through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Wilson
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 60 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 20.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 9. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Derek Wolfe.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
On the play.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown.
Kareem Hunt, 47 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
At 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, we're dry. Now you've got to make the change up. And it's the 1st quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Gain of 9 yards. 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete to
Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 77 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
His kick is good.
And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
He was covered by...
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports.
14-14.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. From the corner, Jimmy Smith blitzes for the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the 3-time Pro Bowler, here's Mark Ingram. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brings up.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens have broken the tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Score, Ravens 21, Browns 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Mayfield, and off his back. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 77 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 22, Jackson. On the crossing route, complete. It's Andrews. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Larry Ogunjobi on the tackle in his 4th year now out of the University of Charlotte. A big part of this young Browns defense.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And at the 27.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut as the Ravens push further out in front.
Justin Tucker.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Browns.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So how about that? You draft him in the 1st round back in April, hoping he'll make some plays for you. And now look at this. Instant dividends. A pick 6 in his very 1st NFL game.
Put that ball on the mantle at home, young man.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early in the elements. You're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
To number 85.
David Njoku, 75 yards. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And the lead will shrink to 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light thing. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And he's able to get it out of there. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off on the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And again, it's Chubb. Always got some breathing room. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 18. A big play that time out of Chubb. 57 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw, Mayfield. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
30.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And it's 3rd down.
Now Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good pick up there for the Browns, 15 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Mayfield down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed. On both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, forget the field goal to try to tie this thing. They'll have a chance to take the lead here with 1st and 10. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Here's a give to Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought
early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And some room to roam now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Greedy Williams on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
The Browns on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Now Mayfield lost the football, but I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run here with Ingram, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
At the 26.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Dobbins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield, he's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Looking deep for Gabriel. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Check, lucky.
Ingram again. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Jackson on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
And they take a knee.
Jackson on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Baltimore, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.